Hello. Can you see the slides? Now, is it visible now? Okay. So, as told in the last two classes, we started discussing non-verbal communication, and we started discussing some of the aspects of non-verbal communication. We talked about body language or kinesis, which includes some forms. Number one is personal appearance, where clothing matters, dressing sense matters, and everything that you come up with. Cosmetics matters, what kind of makeup or what kind of dress style, hairstyle, all these things matter in different fields. If you are going for interview, your dress, your makeup, your hairstyle should be at a certain way, and if you are going for some informal or friendly environment, then your appearance can be different. So you need to take care of your personal appearance. Personal appearance is one of the forms of body language or kinesis. Right. Now let's move on to the posture. I also talked about posture, that posture is something where we hold ourselves. If you stand still, if you sit still, and different forms of standing, different forms of sitting are called posture. So slumped posture, it suggests low spirit. Erect posture, it suggests energetic nature. Lean forward, when we lean forward, that shows the interested nature, and when we lean backward like this, so this is disinterested nature. Okay. Now crossed arms like this. Okay, these crossed arms it show that I am not interested to listen to you. Or these uncrossed arms like this, simple, it shows that yes, you are quite willing to listen. Okay, so these are the forms of posture. Posture also one of the forms of body language, like personal appearance. Now I also talked about gesture. Now what is gesture? Gesture is the movement by hands, head and face. Now if we say any enumerative gesture, if I say there are three words, there are two words, there are four words. So ये जो मैं कर रहा हूँ, this two, this three, this is called enumerative. You are describing something. Whatever you are saying, at the same time you are describing. So there is one concept, there is two concepts. Okay, so this expression with the help of your hand is enumerative gesture. Now descriptive, as I say, now if you think about like this is descriptive gesture. Now symbolic gesture. Symbolic gesture is like this. Okay, this is the symbolic gesture of various religious or ritualistic expressions are there. This is symbolic gesture. Okay, and this is symbolic gesture. Okay, so this is also a gesture. I request the students to mute your audio so that voice can be clear. Okay, I request the students to mute their audio, please. This is symbolic gesture. Next is locative gesture. Locative, मान लो कोई रास्ता पूछ रहा है कि भैया ये भापी किस तरफ से जाना है, तो तुम बोलोगे उस तरफ से, उस तरफ से. This, okay, that, those, this, this. Okay, so these are locative. You are locating a direction. Okay, this locating a direction with the use of your thumb is locative gesture. Next is emphatic gesture. Now emphatic gesture is very easy. Emphatic gesture, sir, is it done? So I give a emoticon like this. Yes, this is done. So this emphatic gesture is a wordless expression that yes, it is done, yes, it is approved. Okay, so this is a gesture which has various sub gestures. Gesture also comes under body language. We are discussing different types of body language. So one was personal experience, another was posture. This is gesture. Now on the left side, as you can see, facial expression. Facial expression, you can imagine if you feel happy, then what kind of happy, if you feel happy, then what kind of feeling you will have. You will show your smile when you are happy. Okay, surprise, when you will get surprised, your face will become like this. You are surprised so much, so your eyebrows will rise up. That shows that you are surprised. Then disgust. Okay, now when you get disgust matlab irritating, very irritating, and you are totally irritated by something or someone, so you will feel disgust. Okay, disgust where your face will get crippled like this. Okay, then fear. If you are afraid of something or someone, then definitely your face will look fearful, will be afraid. So maybe you will sweat, maybe your face will look pale and thin. Okay, that will express a sense of fear through your face. Anger, if you are anger, then your face become reddened, red, लाल हो जाता है गुस्से से. Okay, sadness, if you are sad, then that can also be understood looking at your face that you are sad. Okay, so these are the expressions which a face can evoke, which a face can communicate. So see, no words are used at all in facial expression. Through these wordless expressions, you can communicate a lot than a word does. Okay. Now, eye contact. eye contact is also one of the forms of body language. You know, body language which has all these parts, which has all these forms. Eye contact, I told you in first or second class that whenever you are talking to people in class or to friend or whomsoever you are talking to, you must have an eye contact, otherwise that will show your disinterestedness, otherwise that will show that you are not interested at all. So that may lead to not a healthy kind of communication, nor will that last long. Okay, so eye contact plays a very important role. Okay, right now these are the forms of body language. Now space, as you can see, space or proxemics, okay, Proxemics, Proxemics, as you can see, proxemics or space. Now space और proxemics, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है? Hello? Okay. So proxemics or space. Space here means the distance. We must maintain a distance. मतलब मान लो तुम किसी के साथ भी फ्रेंडशिप या क्लोजनेस नहीं बना सकते. Each and every human relationship has its own distance. You cannot share everything with your parents, which you can share with your friends. You cannot share everything with your friends, which you can share with your loved ones. You cannot share everything with your loved ones, which you can share with your teachers. So each relation has its own proxemics, each relation has its own space, and that space you should maintain. You need to maintain. You need to maintain the balance of the space. Otherwise, if you break, if you collapse the relation, crossing the space, crossing the distance, crossing the limit, then that relation will not last long, or at least that will lead to misunderstandings. So space is very much important. ये हम बोलते नहीं है कि भाई तू मेरे साथ डिस्टेंस बना के चलना, मैं तेरे से कम बात करूँगा, ऐसा हम नहीं बोलते हैं most of the time. But we do this. We always do this, right? That if something happens, then we maintain space. We maintain distance. No. You in your mind you speak that no, I should not talk to him or her, and you try to avoid. You try to ignore. You try to move from the place where the person remains with you. You try to make a distance with that person. So you maintain a space, and you it is for positive aspect or negative aspect, that is another issue, but it is necessary to maintain that distance. Otherwise that relation may collapse and it will lead to misinterpretation. It is necessary to make it for effective communication. Now, so this is proxemics. First one was kinesis or body language. Within kinesis there were some forms: personal appearance and gesture, posture, eye contact, facial expression. Then number 2 is proxemics, that is space, maintaining a distance. Third, time or chronemics, as you can see in the current slide. Third is the time or chronemics. What is the role of time in non-verbal communication? टाइम हैज़ इट्स ओन लैंग्वेज. मैं सुबह 7 बजे उठता हूँ, कोई 6 बजे उठता है, कोई 5 बजे, कोई 4 बजे, कोई 9 बजे, कोई तो 12 बजे के बाद या और भी आगे. ओके, सो इट पीपल हैव डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ टाइम लैंग्वेज. सुबह 7 बज गया मतलब मेरे लिए सुबह हुआ, किसी के लिए सुबह 11 बजता है तब सुबह होता है. सो टाइम हैज़ इट्स ओन लैंग्वेज. ओके, so it is not time is not equal for everyone. Time has its own language. For you time is different, for me time is different, right? So you always communicate with the time that at 2 o'clock I have the last class of today of ETC. So you think about it and you come. Okay, so 2 o'clock and ETC class, this relation you make it happen in your mind. Okay, so जैसे on time, be on time. Now time is different in different contexts to another, in different countries to other countries. In just a second. So time language is very much important because the language of the time differs from one to another. Now in Latin countries, time actually is accepted in a very strict way. In Germany or in Scandinavia, time is taken as a very restrictive manner. You have to be on time always. You cannot disobey the time that is scheduled for you for the meeting or for any other official meeting, official get together. But in India, time language has its own, own format. That we, in India, time is quite liberal for most of the people. Okay, so it has different framework of time. For you, 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe morning to you, or maybe 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning is early morning for me. It may happen. So this is how time changes, time differs. Time is different from me to you. Okay, so this is chronemics, which is also one of the important forms of non-verbal communication, right? Okay, so this is what I wanted to say, that these are the non-verbal aspects of language. Okay, now if you have any question, you can ask me. I will share this PPT to the group, and more than that, today I will give मैं गूगल क्लासरूम में ही डालूंगा, ठीक है. और असाइनमेंट में आई विल गिव यू असाइनमेंट्स, 5 to 6 questions I will give you. Okay, so now if you have any questions, doubts, queries, observations, you can share. We have enough time to discuss. Actually, we don't have face-to-face communication in the class. That is very problematic. Actually, language class should be done in classroom. Unfortunately, it is not accessible for us, so we have to do it. So I want you to ask your questions, or if you are not able to, didn't understand anything, then you can ask freely.